you higher. I will forever be intertwined with you. Where the sun never goes down and time has slowed down. Would it be too crazy if we decided to stay forever? Decided to stay forever, forever. Stay forever. Stay, stay. Stay forever. Stay, stay. Stay forever. Stay, stay. Stay forever. Stay forever. Jump into the fire. I'd like to see your wild side. We should run away where the sun never goes down and time has slowed down. Would it be too crazy if we decided to stay forever? Decided to stay forever, forever.
This is a quick voice check. This is a quick voice check. Let me know in the chat whether you guys can hear me okay, if the music's too loud, if the music's too soft, etc, etc. We'll be beginning in around 5 minutes. I think I'll increase the timer a tad bit just to give people time to hop in on the live stream. Claudia's in here. How's it going, Claudia? How's it going, James? And how's it going, Lucio? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. And Julian is in here too.
Stay, stay. Stay forever. Stay forever.
All I need one more chance. Oh, baby, let me show you. I need one more chance. Oh, baby, all I need one more chance. Oh, baby, let me show you. I need one more chance. Oh. All I need.
Alright, so how's the echo now? I'm not sure if I fixed it, man. But let me know Should I increase my gain, decrease my gain? The default's at 0 at the moment, so I just added the filter. Oh yeah, by the way, how are you guys liking the new screen, the new chat widgets, etc, etc? Mark, you having lunch? What happened to intermittent fasting? Lunch is for the weak. I'm gonna need Krisha to come in here and fix things. So... yeah, I'll turn down the music when we begin. I'm hoping we have a more relaxed live stream this time, kind of like the one we did for the all-time high, where we were just chilling, chatting, watch. Ooh, the timer looped. That's convenient. Yeah. Alina, how's it going, Alina? So Secret is pumping. I'm watching it right now. Do you guys want to watch altcoins pump? There's so many good altcoin opportunities. Like for those of you who are looking to trade altcoins over Bitcoin, this has been definitely the time to be doing it over this weekend. Krisha's in here. She's like, yow, 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 mangoes. Yeah, should we get Krisha on cam soon? What do you guys think? No one's seen Krisha on a live stream. I should get on cam soon too. It just occurred to me that we haven't done a live cam, kind of live cam, it sounds so wrong, stream on cam for like almost a year, eh? Awesome, Claudia. If you love these tunes, you're gonna enjoy a vacation with me and Krisha. We just usually blast these tunes on the beach with mango flavored alcoholic drinks. It's the best. Hey, Ari, however you pronounce your name. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Right back at you. Passive income, how's it going, bud? What do you guys want to start with today? What do you guys want to talk about? I don't want to just go and just dissect altcoin charts all day, but I have a feeling that's likely what we're going to end up doing if we don't plan out today's discussion. I want to look at Bitcoin. A couple of things are really interesting on the 4-day, the daily, and the weekly. Some discrepancies in the way we have closed candles across time frames. It's more mango, right, Claudia? Like, what do you guys think? I think it's more mango. Bitcoin, wish you well, knows what's up. He wants to talk Bitcoin. Krisha 8? Did Krisha just say holo? He says holo was hot in the last bull run. Yeah, it was 2017 she's referring to. Alright guys, hit that like, hit that share, hit that notification button, etc, etc. How many likes do we have here thus far? Let me go ahead and take a quick look. What, 15 likes? There's 50 of you here and there's 15 likes. That's why Krisha never shows up on the streams, because she doesn't feel appreciated. You guys want Krisha to show up more often? Gotta hit that like button. Michael, how's it going, buddy? Mauricio, morning, bud. Let's talk about workout. Yes, that is a holiday invite.
You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid. Bad things happen.
Plan B tweeted that BTC is in all-time high mode. I mean, you don't need Plan B to tweet that, man. You just need to look at the charts.
Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle. 5 minutes. You guys hear that jingle? This is the bell. Alright, I lied. Those are just my keys, but we can use it as a bell. You've been listening to Krisha's TA for 1.5 years. What about my TA, huh? I'm feeling neglected, guys. Don't count down for 30 minutes and you may get more likes, or you could just leave. Just saying all. Just leave. No, Krisha didn't make it. I made it. Why do you guys think that everything's either Krisha or Ollie? Why are you guys picking on me today?
Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
All right, let's get this show started. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back. To the Mango live stream, and I hope that you guys can hear me because I mess this up all too often. It does seem like you guys can hear me, but please confirm in the live chat that you guys can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the music a tad bit. I'm going to be adjusting it down. Let me know if I reduce it too much, and that should be good. Yeah, I turned on the Sean cam. It's been too long, man, that we've been off cam. So let's hang out today. Let's have a discussion on Bitcoin. Let's talk about altcoins. Should we be jumping into them? Should we hold tight? I did get into a couple of altcoins, and believe it or not, guys, believe it or not, Shiba Inu was one of them over the weekend. I'm still in that coin. Because hey, the trend is your friend. The chart was looking fantastic, and over here at Mango we don't pick favorites. If the charts look good, the charts look good, and the charts were looking freaking fantastic. Woke up in the morning, saw the fantastic close, got into it, and still in it. It actually did have a really nice re-entry opportunity for the rest of you who did miss that. We can go ahead and talk about that. We can talk about ideas on how to manage positions, ideas on how to deal with missed entries, and how to be patient, when to be patient, etc, etc. But I do want to start with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is still the big daddy Bitcoin doing something really interesting on the weekly, on the 4-day, and on the daily. But I do want to talk about something a little bit more fun too, that is more of an extension from our last stream. But before we go any further, can you guys confirm that you guys can hear me a-okay? Right, just let me know in the live chat. Stu Lowry is like, you have your like now, just saying. Appreciate that, man, appreciate that. I'm really tired, by the way, today. I'm freaking exhausted. Had a tiring morning, had a heavy workout as well, so forgive me if I'm a bit slow, if I get any live mathematics wrong. Alvaro says, could we talk about how to approach charts that are not showing a lot of strength? Don't approach them, X them. Okay, well, let me read your entire question. Okay, maybe I'm missing something, but soon to touch a measured move. Is waiting before making an entry a wise move? They're not showing strength, but how will they be meeting your measured move if they're not showing strength? I think I'm misunderstanding your question, or I'm missing something. Siddharth Mishra, how's it going, buddy? Morning, thanks for the live stream. Thank you for joining, Siddharth. Good to have you, buddy. Good to have you. James says, okay. Appreciate the confirmation. I do want to take a look at the dashboard too, particularly on Matic. Mark did post a screenshot of how Matic is looking on the automatic support and resistance lines drawn in for the dashboard, so we can go take a look at that. Phantom too. I want to take a look at Phantom. Oh, there's so much to look at. So we're going to have a longer live stream today, I'm so sure. I'm going to try not to because I'm tired, but yeah, let's see. Krisha says, I sound great. Krisha, you need to hop on, or at least promise everyone that you're going to be here for the next stream. Kirtan says, get her on cam. Yeah, we need to get Krisha on cam. Doug says, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Bitcoin weekly close, shooting star, expectation this week, next week, could there be a pullback? Okay, so I want to talk about that because a couple of my friends too, who are more experienced traders, more than a couple of friends actually, in multiple groups, they got a little bit kind of scared. I don't say scared, but hesitant. Actually, the word is scared. Okay, people got scared of that weekly close, and I don't think that that's what we should be looking at. Okay, yes, the weekly close wasn't the best, it wasn't beautiful, but in my opinion, it was a good close. It was a good close if you look at the holistic picture. Okay, and over here at Mango, we do teach people to look at the holistic picture, right? And there's a couple of things that I particularly mentioned to you guys on the last I don't believe it was the last live stream, but it was on the growth. I mentioned it to all of you guys in the seat. No, it wasn't the last live stream. Yes, I discussed this particularly specifically in the last live stream, so we're going to go ahead and reiterate that idea here, and you're going to see how it lined up with the weekly close. I did give you guys a reminder over the weekend on the grove as well as on the seed chat as to what I was looking at in the last live stream, and I did buy those dips that we were seeing over the weekend. Okay, so let's start with that. Okay, let's start with that. I believe it was James asked the question, right? Okay, it was either James or Alvaro, but I think you guys can see my chart. I believe so. Yeah, you guys are looking at my weekly chart right over here. You're looking at Bitcoin USD on Coinbase on the weekly, and as you guys can see, I pretty much have the same support and resistance lines marked out since like forever, right? We have the support zone coming in, lining up very well with what the dashboard was showing automatically too, right? The zone over here, the 4-day and the weekly line. As soon as we cleared that zone over there, we made our way into all-time high territory on a weekly basis. Okay, on a weekly basis. But there's something else that I wanted to look at right after closing these weekly candles. Okay, so this zone over here, guys, you can see this horizontal coming in at around 60,000. These weekly candle closes lined up, okay, with this monthly zone over here too. Okay, let me go ahead and adjust that a tad bit. So now the weekly line is the weekly horizontal is coming at around 60,142. Okay, but you guys can see that it clears well over the monthly horizontal, which is around $8,000 or so shy of it. Okay, so you can mark out the monthly and the weekly kind of like a zone, and that's what we had done a couple of weeks ago prior to us breaking and closing this weekly candle above this monthly as well as this weekly horizontal, right? So essentially what we have done is this. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the chart, I don't want to dirty up the chart too much, but we had done something like this. Okay, and we're like, okay, this is what's going to be important leading into the next weeks. And then we got that massive weekly candle close, okay, right above it. You guys can see, right? Neat. But let's go ahead and undo that. Okay, now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go on over to a fresh chart, and I'm going to show you guys what we were looking at for the past. I'm going to reach over my mic over here. Oh, by the way, you guys see I don't have that mic anymore where that Y kept freaking dropping off. That's why you guys can hear me consistently now. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to get a fresh chart. A quick tip for you guys, just to clear up, to get a fresh chart without losing all your horizontals on your main chart, you can essentially multiply and divide by a constant number. So either 1 divided by 1 or 2 whatever, right? It's math. We're basically multiplying by 1, and TradingView will essentially give you a fresh chart. Now, okay, so I already have it drawn over here, but I'm going to redo it for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a horizontal right up against this monthly candle close. Okay, I'm going to zoom in to make sure we get it right over there. Okay, right over there. Okay, so that horizontal, okay, which was underneath the weekly level, okay, on the monthly, was being respected by the market, and we had iterated this over and over to you guys because we said, hey, this might be opportunity. And you can see how well the market was respecting this because it was being respected on the 1 hour time frame. Keep in mind, guys, that this is a monthly time frame, a monthly level that was being respected on the freaking and I can't see my thingy. Let me just get everything into equilibrium. Oops. Zoom in. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you guys can see right over here, this is a monthly horizontal. Okay, a monthly that is being respected on the 1 hour time frame. Usually a monthly level, you will see the 4 hour close underneath it, the 12 hour close underneath it, but by the end of the day, by the end of like the 4-day candle, it will close above, right? What we were seeing over here was that even the 1 hour traders, right, the traders who play the hourly chart, they were like, nope, we are not going to be letting this level, or rather not, they were treating that monthly time frame as a major support level. So we had the 1 hour traders, the 4 hour traders, the 12 hour traders, the daily traders, the 4-day traders, the 2-day traders, all respecting that level. Massive accumulation wicks across this. It was even when we broke above, by the way, guys. You can see right over here, broke above, the first break above, immediately came back, retested it, and what do we see right after? Boom. Came down again, boom. Came down again, boom. Right? The market was like, nope. Each time we come down there, people were entering, people were buying it. They looked at it as opportunity, right? And you guys know my thesis or my approach or my view on support. Support is support until it is broken, period, right? You're going to hear a lot of people say that, oh, the more times it's tested, the weaker it gets. I don't believe in that, right? I don't believe in that because it really depends on what time frame you're looking at a support level. Because if you're looking at a monthly level, by the way, especially, right, this is the perfect example of that view. If it's a monthly level, you could come down and test it literally 60 times throughout the month, during the month, but by the end of the month, it's only one single test because it all happened within the month. Right, this was just literally this opportunity to accumulate a position around that level. So that's what we were seeing over the weekend, right? My point over here, by the way, James or Alvaro, whoever asked the question, is that the weekly too falls underneath that criteria, right? The weekly essentially was saying that, yep, we are coming down to test that level. It's looking a bit weak here on the weekly time frame, just like how the 1 hour time frame was looking weak, the 4 hour time frames are looking weak, but the monthly stepped in and got defended, right? So the weekly closed above that monthly level, the 4 hour closed above the monthly level, the 1 hour closed above the monthly level. Every single time frame closed above that monthly level, and to me that is strength. And that's what I mean by looking at the holistic picture. But not only did the weekly close above the monthly level, the weekly closed above its weekly level too, right? So that zone was defended. That's what I wanted to see, and we made a new high. Like, together, you look at that holistic picture, you draw in 2 columns, list out all the bearish things, list out all the bullish things, and then you got to make that judgment as to whether it was a good candle close or bad candle close. It's very easy to get shook off or scared of one single bad thing, especially if you have bear market syndrome, if you've been bitten by the markets before, if you're scared of what the market's doing, right? But if you're trying to think very rationally, I think like overall there are more good things going on, way more good things going on than bad things, right? So all of that to say that is that the probability of this being a good candle close is much higher than the probability of this being a bad candle close. And again, that's all we play over here, probabilities. Does this mean that this cannot break down? Of course it could, but you got to play probabilities, and over the long run you're gonna come out ahead. So does that make sense, guys? Is there any questions around that topic that you guys want me to answer? Because this by the way can be applied across all charts, all your altcoins, Solana, Avalanche, One, right? This idea, this view on looking at multiple time frames, looking at your monthly as your base. Like, we've caught in massive trade opportunity. Like, we got into Ethereum based on this, right? All the way down at $300, $290 to $300. It's a very, very similar idea. That's when we started aggressively adding into Ethereum, and then gave us that huge trade. So same ideas, you guys can apply it next year, 2 years later. So understand, let's spend some time on this, discuss this, because this idea alone, support and resistance combined with trend analysis, can make you guys successful as traders. Is the music too loud or is it fine? How's it going, Such? Murali says just in time indeed. Hey Winnie, how's it going, buddy? He says, would love to hear your take on Dixie and how sometimes BTC seems to not care at all about it, whereas at other times their movements seem inversely correlated. Yeah, we should talk about that. I do want to talk about that actually. I think people are getting a little bit too, again, tunnel visioned on what's going on with Dixie, right? Missing the trees, missing the forest for the trees. Missing the forest for the trees. Yeah, Alina, I always use higher time frames to define my support and resistance. You start high and you drill down, right? So you gotta figure out, depending on the context of the market, you gotta establish what time frame is important to be looking at. Right now, because Bitcoin has gone through such a massive consolidation for months, the monthly is very, very important, right? Similar to what we did, Elena, down here. You were here with us, right, Elena, back during this phase when I was focused on the monthly time frame. Let's go back to the monthly during the zone, right? Remember how bullish I was getting when we started closing these monthly candles above that 10,000 region? Well, it's because Bitcoin was consolidating against the monthly time frame for almost like 2 years at that period, because we hadn't even broken all-time highs yet. We had had that massive move to 14K, but went into a monthly consolidation. Very, very similar over here, right? Very, very similar. Massive run, consolidation, holding the zone. Again over here, massive run, consolidation, holding this zone. Still haven't cleared it, by the way. We haven't closed the monthly yet. Oh, right. Let's conclude with where I wanted to take this. So Alvaro or James, who asked the question, that's what is important here. Okay, it's not that weekly candle that is important. It's the monthly. So what we wanted to see, what I wanted to see, was the market showing me that they are going to be defending and respecting that monthly level, because then I would be a buyer, right? And we started seeing that. I was eyeing that level before this weekly candle close, right? Is there a way for me to auto write directly from here by just right clicking, because my camera is hiding the auto button? Okay, I can see it. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to see the lower time frames. Damn, I would have been happy if the freaking daily was being respected of that zone over here, this level right over here around 59,800. I would have been happy with that. But as soon as I start seeing the 1 hour getting picked up over there, right, the 1 hour candles, guys, was closing above it. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm buying. I'm a buyer, right? The market was showing me that on the 1 hour time frame, we were respecting. So I had a predefined thesis. My thesis was predefined before I started looking for the information. Be very careful with that psychologically, by the way, guys. You guys need to set your thesis first and then look for the information. Don't look for the information and then pattern match. Okay? It's a very delicate balance between being an analyst and being a trader over there. Okay, we had a predefined methodology going into possible outcomes into this monthly close. So my methodology was like, I want to see the monthly level get respected going into this monthly close. We were talking about it leading into this monthly, right? Well, we started seeing that over here. So now everyone's focus is on the weekly time frame, and I don't believe the focus should be on the weekly time frame. The focus on the weekly time frame was long ago, guys. It was not over here. It was when the dashboard gave us the break above this zone, right? We were looking at the weekly time frame when we were leading into this 53K zone over here. In fact, we were looking at we were doing it the mango way, where we were looking at the weekly against the 4-day support and resistances, right? And that gave us massive edge, massive trade opportunities. But now this is not the time to be looking for that. This is the time to be looking at the monthly level leading into the next 4 days. Well, if you're looking at last week leading into the last weekly close and now the next weekly close, it's very simple, very simple. It's very mango. High time frames, Now's the time. Hey Philippe, how's it going? Renaud says, where have you been? I've been here, man, chilling, playing DBD. when you're on a good trend trade, you gotta find distractions to not mess things up. And the best distractions in the world at the moment, well, I think at all times, is video games, man. Love video games. How am I going to play Bitcoin? Oh, so Catan Italia. Okay. Catan asks a good question, but I do want to show you guys something. Okay, something really interesting on the lower time frames. Do you guys remember on the last live stream? As soon as we this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Like you guys. Okay, let's lay out the story. All right, this is just funny. So we were watching we had that live stream where we were watching Bitcoin potentially take out the all-time high, right? And we didn't quite do it. Like Kush and I stayed up pretty much really late, and Bitcoin just didn't do it, right? It came, hit my cursor, and it rejected, and we did the next day, right? And the next live stream, we actually managed to catch it, kinda. Mock distracted us and we missed it. But if you guys do remember, what we had done at the time, right, was because we had broken broken the all-time high at which was somewhere around here, right, 64,900ish, 64,800, right, somewhere around there. We said, hey, let's go ahead and put in a support, a resistance line at 666666666, right? Funnily enough, Bitcoin actually came up there, and on the 3-hour time frame at the very least, perfectly resisted against it. I find that ridiculous. Like, the bots needed a level to sell against, and they came up with the same level. This is edge, guys. This is edge. By the way, I'm just kidding. I mean, this did happen, but don't use that as edge. That just happened by complete fluke. But I find it really interesting how we perfectly put in a lower high over there before the sell-off. It's just really interesting. Because even when you're programming in your algos to sell at certain levels, right? If you get in that dead cat bounce, that lower high, etc., depending on what time frame, or even if you're looking to get out of your position, looking to take profits, this is like what people don't understand is that bots and algos are programmed by human beings, right? The inputs are inputted by human beings, and we come up with these levels, these psychological levels, where like, okay, what number do I want to sell at? And we come up with the most convenient, easy number that hits our mind, and the number that I'd come up with at the time, not to sell, but just to come up with a random resistance level, right? It's not as random as we think. That's the point I'm trying to I'm trying to bring forth to you guys, that as random as we try to be, our minds are very, very predictable. And that is edge. Okay, so let's get back to the questions. Any habits that help switch time frames, says Winnie. I've been using multiple scales of volume histograms to see support and levels. That's been helpful. I don't see how the second part of your question relates to the first part. Okay, Winnie, I think you have been trying to find complex ways to solve simple problems, right? You guys see that I come up with the answers that most of you guys come up with, or other analysts come up with, and I come up with these answers without doing any complex like analysis, man. Keep it simple, because, and I bet all of you will agree with this, okay? It is not that you guys can't come up with a good analysis or good thesis. You guys are struggling to execute on your thesis, right? You guys are struggling to execute on your analysis. It's because of information overload. You guys have so many things that you're looking at that when it comes down to actually executing on that information, there'll be parts of your information that will say, hey, do the opposite, or hey, wait for a better entry, or wait for a better exit, and then you guys end up with paralysis and end up doing nothing. So try to simplify. Okay, that's precisely why I created the dynamic, by the way, for altcoins. Especially I created for the altcoins, and I ended up using it on Bitcoin too because it worked so fantastic. Because I ended up noticing that I had way too much information when pertaining to altcoins that I didn't have the time to filter through, right? I didn't have the time to go through all the time. The way I spend on the time I spend on Bitcoin, I don't spend that much time on altcoins. That's primarily also because my positions on Bitcoin are way larger than my positions on altcoins, right? So I need to like be a little bit more thorough with my information on Bitcoin. But you don't need as much as even then you guys spend way more time, or rather way more complex analysis on Bitcoin than I do. So all of that to say, keep it simple. Try to focus on executing on a simple strategy first, and you guys are likely going to find that you will outperform your complex strategies. Okay, so Kirthan had a question on Bitcoin dominance, I believe. Yeah. So I'm playing Bitcoin dominance the same way, man. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So it's one of the reasons why I'm not getting too aggressive on altcoins, right? Like we had marked out this range over here, top of the range, yellow horizontal, bottom of the range, this zone over here, this horizontal over here, and the middle of the range, right? There's a red line over here, and we broke underneath it, which is bad for. So okay, let me explain what you guys are looking at over here. You guys are looking at Bitcoin dominance inverted. Okay, Bitcoin dominance inverted, which is essentially altcoin dominance. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance inverted is essentially altcoin dominance. We were looking at this resistance line. So I was again, if Bitcoin had actually, or rather altcoin dominance had broken this resistance line to the upside, I would have been extremely aggressive on altcoins, and I'd be looking for the upside on them. Unfortunately, they didn't do that, right? They start seeing weakness while coming down over here, and then the break towards the downside. Now the next level where altcoins needed to show strength, if they were going to show some recovery, was this level. But what did they do? They broke down, right? We lost that horizontal, retested it, and had further continuation. That is not a good sign. So now what I'm waiting for is this level over here to be reclaimed. If we can reclaim that level, I'm going to get aggressive on altcoins yet again. Well, not too aggressive, but I will start building that aggression yet again, building those positions. At the moment, I have only a couple of positions. One of them happens to be Shiba Inu. We'll discuss why later. But again, if we clear this level, I'm gonna get into more altcoins. At the moment, I'm a little bit hesitant because, again, guys, my measurement of success in this market at the moment is the amount of Bitcoin I'm collecting, and at the moment we're against resistance, and I don't want to be like, if Bitcoin's doing well, I'm just gonna hold on to my Bitcoin, right? There's going to be a certain time in this market, by the way, where my measurement will temporarily switch to USD, and I'll let you guys know when, but at the moment it's still Bitcoin. But yeah, we are. So to conclude this thought process, what we are looking for over here on altcoin dominance, remember Bitcoin dominance inverted is altcoin dominance. What we're looking for over here is this actually a trend reversal, or is this a lower high? Because we are essentially in a downtrend over here, right? Is this a lower high? Because if we see something like this, guys, that's not a good sign, right? That would essentially entail altcoin dominance breaking down and essentially putting in a top formation over here, right? You have your M like formation, your double top, and a breakdown, right? That is what we're trying to be patient for over here. Remember, we all want altcoins to do well. You guys want altcoins to do well so you guys can have your massive gains. I want altcoins to do well so I can collect more Bitcoin, right? Like the alpha is just way more. Essentially, altcoins are a higher beta trade. Now, we want that, so we have to be very careful to not see what we want to see on the markets, right? And if you step back a little bit, you guys are gonna see like, wait a minute, all coins are looking good over here. We're putting in daily uptrends on certain coins, but the market as a whole might be putting in a lower high, right? And that I don't want to be stepping into that weakness, not aggressively. Like, I want to show you guys something else on for example, Avalanche, right? Avalanche is looking good again on the mid time frames, but let's go ahead and look at AVAX, BTC, right? Well, let's start with the mid time frames. Okay, looking fantastic right over here. Looks like, hey, we have a reversal. In fact, I think we've taken back the dynamic. No, we haven't taken back the dynamic either on the daily. Yeah, it doesn't look, if you're looking at just structure over here on the daily time frame, looks good. Dynamic 2 is telling you be careful, so that I like that it's telling you that, because that's the thesis I'm getting on AVAX, just through a structural perspective on the higher time frames, on the weekly especially. So look at the daily over here. Uptrend, structural uptrend. Have we taken out this high yet? Not yet, but still looking good, right? Some of you may actually argue that, hey, this is a bull flag, it's breaking up over here. I don't think so, but can make that argument. But if you look at the weekly time frame, we've not cleared this massive level yet. Okay, we're living above it temporarily, but we don't know what's going to happen by the end of the week. We could close underneath, and then this is going to end up looking like a lower high, right? Especially if we reject from it on a second attempt and then come down over here. So we just have to wait a few more days. We're going to get a lot more information on what Bitcoin wants to do, on what the altcoins want to do. Patience has been the mango way. It's rewarded us freaking tremendously over the past few years now. Let's be patient. So yeah, some altcoins are looking fantastic, by the way. FTM, one of them. One BTC, one USD, Harmony, looking freaking amazing, right? We spotted those a couple of weeks ago, thanks to you guys, by the way. You guys are the ones who kept asking about one, and I was like, damn, this actually looks freaking fantastic. So yeah, one looking fantastic. We should look at it, right? Considering I'm freaking gushing over one, look at one USD first. So Krisha has been doing these really good shorts on altcoins. That's making me go like, why do I even bother doing altcoins? Because Krisha should just do these, because it's so freaking, yeah, like information jam-packed into 1 minute, right? So this inverted, not inverted, sorry, this cup and handle over here is beautiful. I really like this. We've been talking about this for weeks now, right? We've been talking about this ever since this weekly candle close or somewhere around here, and you're seeing it now. Seeing it play through. Measured move, have we met it already? It's around 40 cents. So you kind of met the measure move, but I don't think this is stopping here, guys. Ooh, is it? Damn. Seeing a little bit of toppy action over here, but again, we have 59 minutes for this 4-hour candle to close. This is going to be a 12-hour candle close, I believe. This 12-hour candle looks good though. Just a tad bit here. Yeah, I don't think this is done. We could come in to put a low high on the 12-hour time frame, but this has way more to go. Let's look at one Bitcoin, one BTC. Yeah, it's looking good. So W-like formation. This is so like a W-like formation on a continuation basis is actually really bullish. Oops. Yeah, this has more to go. Neo has a great chart. Neo is looking really good too. It gave Krisha the call on the dashboard, and Mock as well noticed it. Krisha using her analysis was able to actually find Neo, I believe like 3 or 4 days ago, right, Krisha? And then Mock mentioned it this morning too in one of our other chats, in the dashboard chat, I believe. the dev chat. So yeah, we can go take a look at Neo. We should look at the dashboard, eh? I looked at the dashboard today. Even on the weekly, it's looking great. Yeah. Yeah. This is a really good weekly close, respected to the T. Resistance over here. Nice bounce. Risha, did you take the straight, by the way? Shiba Inu on the dashboard giving us the call 20 days ago and up 157 freaking percent. That's crazy. So Neo, I believe. So yeah, by the way, again, a quick heads up to all of you who are using the dashboard. We did release a new feature that essentially filters out the bullish Ichimoku setup, okay? And this is really freaking useful. If you guys filter out long, right? So essentially, this is how you do it. You click on your long filter and you click on your bullish Ichimoku filter right over there, okay? Now, at the moment, I have Neo filtered out as well, but let's go ahead and remove that. What you're gonna see is all the trade opportunities that are essentially bullish on the dashboard's algorithm as well as bullish on the Ichimoku filter. This is really useful. So essentially what you're doing is you're finding confluence between two strategies, right? Because essentially the dashboard is also in a way a complex algorithm that is a strategy on its own. So you're combining the dashboard strategy along with the Ichimoku strategy to find all coins that fit both of them. You're finding confluence. Then what you guys can go ahead and do is also, I mean, this is what I do at the very least, I also add the Bitcoin filter. So this shows me only coins that are doing well on the dashboard, on the Ichimoku setup, as well as doing well against Bitcoin, not just USD, but doing well against Bitcoin, okay? And this is where you guys see FTM, which is one of the coins we've been talking about too. I believe Mock found it on the dashboard. One, which is what you guys have been talking about for a very long time. Secret, which is another one that we found on the dashboard and it's been doing freaking fantastic, right? It's up way more than 42%, I believe. Since we first found it, the first time we got this call was on the 4-hour time frame, so it was way before we got the call on the daily time frame. The daily flipped long only 3.4 days ago, but I believe Secret flipped long on the 4 and the 12-hour time frame, like what, a week or so ago. So this has been doing fantastic. I've been actually keeping an eye on it. It's doing fantastic today, especially. And Curve, okay, so CDT is one of the coins that has been on here, but I've not looked at, right? Or rather, we looked at it on stream, but I've not taken a personal look at it. Have you guys been following this coin? Is it a new coin? I have no idea what this is, but Secret is a privacy coin. I believe CRV is one of those DeFi coins. Curve Finance or something, right? Then we have Harmony One and Phantom. So yeah, this is how I use it, guys. Essentially, you can use these filters over here to find confluence between well, strategies, what pairing you want it against. For example, let's say you don't care about Bitcoin pairings and you care only about the USD pairing. Well, go ahead and click USDT. Let's say you guys only want a short, right? You guys are just perma bears, you just want a freaking short, a raging bull market. Go ahead and do it. So filter out only your short opportunities and you guys can see there's nothing. Well, then again, we have the bullish Ichimoku setup triggered on over here, right? So that would be kind of weird if we did find something over here. It would be strategies going against each other and that would not be. Let's go ahead and do this. That doesn't work. Okay, so we can short PSG. That's really interesting. PSG, guys. This is actually the soccer club, right? So yeah. Any questions on that, by the way? Oh, by the way, I just realized I don't have my camera thingy activated on this.
You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just gotta run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life is
CDT rebranded and redenominated to a new coin. Old coin now delisted on Binance. Oh, so is it a new ticker now?
because when you know when you do it, you're gonna have to do it all by yourself.
So they airdrop the new coin to CDT holders and scrap the old coin. That's interesting. Matic. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Matic. What we can do is pull it up on the dashboard, eh? Because I believe it's on the Mango view. So you guys can see, right, US 10-year yields and US 30 are essentially pinned between the 2% mark. I don't think they can afford to let this go up too high. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Inflation or no inflation, they're gonna keep yields low. Watch. But yeah, Matic. It's looking good. This is squeezing. Oh man, this is, so if this breaks this horizontal right over here, I think it's gonna fly. Likely gonna make its way all the way up to the high over here. The high is coming in at 2.7, and the candle open was at 1.72. So essentially, if we do close the next candle, we're looking for the next weekly candle to close about $1.72. We are likely gonna make a quick move to $2.07. That's a freaking 70 cents. That's a $1 move. That's gonna be a nice move, like a quick scalp move at the very least. We just play from there to there and then you can take profits, but I don't think it's gonna stop, right? Again though, you got to wait for the weekly candle close. You can go ahead and turn on the 4-day SNR levels against the weekly and it's marking it out for you guys perfectly. So what you can do is wait for that, so it's a zone for you essentially over here, right, between around $1.68 and $1.83. That's what the 4-day is essentially marking out for you against the weekly time frame. Now let's go ahead and turn off the 4-day time frame, the 4-day SNR levels. Remember guys, these are drawn out automatically for you guys, so this is the algo doing it for you. And that's another way, especially if you're a new trader, right, it removes the bias that you guys have, right, in drawing a support and resistance. Now when it comes to support and resistance, that's still a lot better than trend lines, but nonetheless, when it's being drawn for you by the algorithm, just like an indicator, right, like for example, let's say I turn on the 21 EMA, you can't really move the 21 EMA to fit your bias. The 21 EMA is drawn by the 21 EMA algorithm, right, whether you're using it on TradingView or you're using it on the Mango view. If your trade is based on, hey, I'm going to be long above the 21 EMA and short underneath the 21 EMA, well, that's your rules. You follow it. You can't move it. So there's no subjectivity over there. You can be a lot more objective. Similar with support and resistance lines, and that much more similar with algorithmic support and resistance lines, which is why I really like this for new traders. And what we're seeing over here is confluence between the 4-day time frame and the weekly time frame right over here. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at, man. We start seeing these candle closes above, again, what was this level, a $1.80ish, right? We are likely going to have a big move to around $2.80ish. So what I'm going to try to do, guys, I'm going to quickly try to get my cam thingy on the dashboard screen. There you go. Do you guys like this better, or would you guys prefer this, prefer to have it clean? And oh, I love you too, Mark. All right, cool. Yeah, I love the Mango dashboard too, man. Just keeps getting better and better. But Zishan, it literally just gave you a target, man. So CDT rebranded to SSV, new coin. Oh, Krisha, you don't play that game with me, because if you get on cam here with me, we know how easily I can get you to blush. By the way, guys, send some love to Shanks as well. He's been instrumental in the dashboard. Mock Shanks together. VeChain, yeah, we can go take a look at VeChain. Again, it's on the dashboard. We're going to be adding more coins over here, by the way, guys, and we got in a lot of votes to remove XRP from this list over here, so that's really interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at VeChain. VeChain still coming up against its neckline over here. This is such a beautiful Adam and Eve, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and a long W, right? But either way, call it what you want. We can even look at this as a ascending triangle, right? The ultimately, right, no matter what you look at this as, it's going to end up being the same trade. Us breaking above this horizontal right over here, coming in at around, I believe 15 cents. If we come in above that level, or rather we close a weekly candle above that level, it's going to make its way all the way up to this candle close over here at around 25 cents. So yeah, a weekly candle close above 17 cents, aroundish, let's say 18 cents to be a little bit more careful. You have a nice trade to around 26 cents, guys, right? So I really like that. Let's go ahead and turn on our support and resistance lines, see what that is telling us. The 4-day, we start with the 4-day. I like that. Again, I like that confluence. The 4-day giving us pretty much the same level that we just drew out, right? So if you zoom in over here, right, this was the trade right over here. We closed above. We closed the second candle above it, so we closed 2 weekly candles, perfectly respecting the 4-day support and resistance lines. So you can see that these levels have been seeing a lot of play. We can go ahead and draw out each test right over here, right over here. We broke down underneath, broke back above, retested it, and back towards the top of the range now, right? So you can play this as support and resistance, or you can play this as a trend trade. But then again, if you're playing this as a trend trade, you either wanted to buy over here, guys, or here if you wanted to hunt that high low. But that would have been, actually, there was a trade. You could have been playing it off this major level right over here. Yeah, so that would have been a good high low play, right? But either way, this one right over here would have been, in my opinion, good enough. The low coming in around 10 cents. So picking up, that's a nice round number, right? That's easier, in fact, because psychologically, a lot of retail traders on VeChain as a asset 10 cents, really good number to that we reclaimed on a weekly basis. So close 2 weekly candles above 10 cents, rebuy that, or rather accumulate a position around that level, making our way all the way up to around, what is this level in at 15 cents. Again, another psychological number. So you play the support and resistance trade. You can take some off the table if you want, or just continue the trend trade. And that's what I would personally do. If I'd gotten in, I'd be looking for a move all the way up to around 25 cents, because this can do that. So yeah, my thoughts on VeChain. Looking good. I like VeChain. I don't know, I could be biased on it, but I like VeChain. I've made money on VeChain in the past, right? So that's one of the reasons I think I like it. But then again, I've made a lot of money on Chainlink and I don't like it. So maybe that doesn't count.
Crazy if we decided to stay forever. Decided to stay forever. Forever.
Link actually shaping up a bit, says Krisha. Really, eh? Your boss came back to the office. Oh, I thought he worked from home. Okay, so he came back to the office and asked you to get on Zoom call. There we go. Oh, I thought Krisha said that. Why did I say Krisha? It must be because you play more DVD with me than Krisha now. That's all it takes, man. Krisha, I'm slipping away. I'm running SHIB as I'm gonna be taking profits. Let's go. I was supposed to take a SHIB profit. Okay, I'll tell you what I did with SHIB, Julian. Let's go. Since you guys aren't seed, you guys know part of the story on my SHIB trade. So I was looking at SHIB on essentially the weekly time frame because we are about to close a weekly candle, but I was also keeping an eye on how it gets picked up if we did break certain levels, right? So essentially we were following a trend. If you go ahead and look at it on the 1 hour time frame, this entire move, this was a 1 hour trend that we were holding, and I was fully expecting that to break. And my decision on whether I hold the trade or not, right? So so you guys are going to get a peek into my mindset, by the way, on how at least how I'm not saying you guys should trade this way, right? This fits my personality, but this is what I was essentially doing. Let me go ahead and pull up the mango ribbon right over here. So I'm going to turn off everything. By the way, guys, for those of you who are waiting for access on the mango ribbon, I highly recommend using the dashboard, because whatever you're looking for on the mango ribbon is available on the dashboard. So go ahead and use the dashboard, because you get all of these EMAs, well, not all of them, but you get most of them, all the important ones at the very least, on the dashboard. app.mangoresearch.co, completely free. You guys can use it, and yeah, it's only the automatic support and resistance levels that are only for premium members. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and remove everything. Keep the 10 SMA on. I believe that's the 10. Yeah, that's the 10. Yeah, cool. So I was watching how it was playing off the 10 SMA and the 21 EMA. I wanted to keep things very, very simple leading into that weekly close. Now, as soon as it lost the 10 SMA, I was looking for it to come and test the 21 EMA, right? And to me, this candle close over here was it losing the 10 SMA, right? This I consider a loss of the 10 SMA. Oh wait, you guys can't see my chart, eh? I should go ahead and switch chart. Yeah, I caught it this time. Before you guys told me, I was able to catch it. Can you expand it? Okay, cool. Is everything good? Cool. So yeah, this to me, you guys don't need to trade this way again. To me, is us losing that level because the bulls weren't able to defend it, in my opinion, well enough, right? I would like to have seen the candle close at least somewhere around here. I want to see a nice bounce, and especially so by the way, Ashok, if you're still here, you know this is one of our favorite trading techniques all the way back from 2018, where the first test of the 10 SMA after an impulsive move is usually a buy, right? So this is the first close you want to see, okay, where you see it get bought back up immediately like this, okay? So that happened, great. Now the second close, if this were to see continuation, needs to be a little bit higher than the 10 SMA, right? But we closed literally on it. That wasn't good enough for me. So if I wanted to exit the trade, if I was playing the trend trade very aggressively and I wanted to take my profits, you see this candle over here, where if you guys have been watching SHIB, you guys would remember that we started the candle and we immediately poked our heads above it. Okay, we immediately poked our heads above it, above the 10 SMA. Okay, so that was the sell opportunity. That was the sell opportunity. And as soon as we started seeing the sells come in, I knew that we were making our way down to the 21 EMA. I was already in position though. I didn't sell. I held the entire position, and I was like, okay, cool. We're likely going to see this come down. We're likely going to test the 21 EMA. Let's see what happens right after that. And I was expecting us to actually see continuation towards the downside. Did I expect us to see this big of continuation? I actually did, because if you guys go back historically, you guys will see that even the last few times where SHIB had moves like this, right, we had an aggressive trend against the 21 EMA and the 10 SMA and came down and smacked up against, I believe, even this time over here, it was a 4-hour level, right? It was a 4-hour level. And if you zoom in over here, you're going to see that this test was a 4-hour level too. It was the 4-hour 21 EMA. Came down and tested the 4-hour 21 EMA and bounced off it, right? So I was looking for that. If we bounced off it, I was like, okay, cool. You know what? I'm going to hold this. Why? Because it would have been full thought process, all right? It would have been really idealistic of me to expect 1-hour levels to hold, right, when I was looking at this chart against the weekly time frame, right? I'm like, okay, cool. The weekly and the daily are looking really, really good, right? Even the daily looking really, really good. I can't seriously expect this to hold 1-hour levels if I want to play this on the daily and the weekly levels, right? So what level at the very least, considering this is a very aggressive chart, am I looking for this to hold? Well, you can say the 4-hour level, right? And it held it really well. We bounced off it, saw the pickup, kind of like how we saw the pickup on the 1-hour 10 SMA first retest. So we're essentially, what I was looking for is, are the bulls going to be picking up this asset on certain dips where I would expect them to pick up this asset, right? So 10 SMA got picked up. Right after that, 4-hour 21 EMA got picked up, and I'm like, okay, that makes me feel comfortable enough to go to bed with this asset leading into the weekly close, and it's looking good. So that's how I decided that, you know what, because again, I skipped a little bit for the rest of you who are watching this and are not in the C program. In the C program, I said I am not sure as to whether or not I hold this leading into the weekly close. Right, I wasn't sure whether I held my Shiba Inu into the weekly close or not, and that's how I made my decision throughout the day. And if you guys notice, my entire execution was more about, should I act or should I not, right? Me not acting, me doing less was the preferred move. I preferred doing less, so I was willing to give back profits. And it was only if we lost, for example, the 4-hour 21 EMA that I would get out of the trade. And if we lost the 4-hour 21 EMA, I would have actually gone into a loss, right? So think about that. I would have gone into a loss.
You gotta put your
Okay, so maybe I would have still been in a bit of a profit, but regardless, right? I don't know how deep it would have closed. Maybe it would have closed somewhere around here. I don't know. But the point is, I'm willing to give back profits in an attempt to get a bigger move, right? But it comes down to that personality. But does that make sense? Let me know. If you guys have questions on this idea on how to trend trade, now is the time to be asking, because the perfect example over here, especially a chart like Shiba that's aggressive, right? You can't think like that, Alvaro. Once you decide on a position size, just be confident in it, because that was your comfort level, and be happy that the trade is going well, right? I don't have nearly as big of a position on any of my altcoins compared to Bitcoin, but if I started thinking, oh, Solana did so well, I should have like gone all in, like, you're gonna drive yourself nuts. You gotta have risk first approach, and your position size is, well, what determines your risk. And you as a new trader, you need to build that comfort, and you need to go through the ups and downs of the markets before realizing or understanding what kind of position sizes you really should be taking. And I don't think that you have the experience just yet to know what position size you should be taking. You need to go through a lot of pain first, a lot of mistakes that you will go through, by the way. You will go through. Be ready for it. And then you can make those kind of very precise statements like, okay, I should have gone X position size, but I did Y position size instead, and that was a mistake because my rules tell me that I should be going so and so position size. Right now you're going through feeling, you're essentially saying, I had such a huge win, so I should have had a bigger position size. But what if the trade went against you, right? What if it went down just as violently as it's gone up? At that point, you would have been thankful to yourself for having such a small position size. Correct, right? So intuitively, right, your mind is kind of telling you what you should be doing, but because the dopamine release is being is in your mind right now, because in your brain right now, because you have a victory, your judgment is being clouded. So you did well. Be happy. Need a promo code for the dashboard. Ooh, Krisha was supposed to give out a promo code for the dashboard for Bitcoin's all-time high. Krisha, did you create a promo code for the dashboard? Yeah, so when you see a coin that's really volatile, you just reduce position size. That's what you do. You reduce position size and you get in on the trend regardless, right? And the position size will take care of the volatility. What about DOT? Not my favorite coin. Dude, I love DOT, Philippe. How's it going, by the way, Philippe? I think I already greeted you, right? Let's go take a look at DOT. I think DOT is a really good looking chart. I have it charted out, and yeah, let's go ahead and extend this. You can wait, let me, I don't want to, let's go put a horizontal first. Okay, let's extend that. Yeah, so you guys can see that it's not cleared my zone just yet. As soon as it does, I think this is gonna go. But this has a really good measured move. I believe $70. $80, yeah. Oh, no, let me adjust that. 75ish, I guess. What's going on with me? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, $80. Oh, you're just joking. Yeah, I was a bit confused there, because DOT is one of the coins we posted a long time ago on seed setups, right? Again, those of you who are new to seed, check out the seed setups section in the Discord chat. There's some strong value there. Also check out Mango Lessons. Spend some time reading through everyone's stories in there, everyone's experiences in there. You guys will save yourselves an ass ton of money by literally reading that section. The amount you guys can save, okay? What people don't realize is that your overall success in this market comes down to just as much as you not losing as opposed to you winning, right? People focus too much on winning, but you avoiding losses is probably far more important than you trying to capture wins, right? So read the Mango Lessons. Those of you who are in the seed setups, go through everyone's experiences, their emotions, everything. Like, it's such a treasure trove, man. So spend like a day if you have to, just read through it all, like absorb people's experiences, right? Pretend that you're going through it. It'll pay off big time. It's best to learn from your experiences, granted, but it's even better to be able to learn from other people's experiences. If you can get into that mindset where you actually make other people's experiences yours, it's gonna pay dividends. I don't like trading through bots, Alvaro. I like being in control of my trades, but to each their own, man. To each their own. I don't want to wake up one day and have see my entire account just liquidated because of a mistake the bot made, or because of an edge case that wasn't taken into consideration in the algo, etc., etc. I want to be able to react to edge case scenarios myself, right? But again, to each their own. Oh, hey, Sean, how's it going? How's it going, buddy? How was your vacation, my man? Yes, face scan. Philippe says, I just watched Trading the Wink vid. I had to rewatch that 3 times, by far the most complex one, which showed your brilliance and how you think. Oh man, you make me blush. But hey, man, yeah, that's one of my favorite strategies. And once you understand it and you wrap your mind around it, it makes so much sense. It's actually very simple in its beauty, I guess. It's beautiful in its simplicity, that's the phrase, but it's actually really, really simple, right? It's more about understanding, it's about being able to formulate the narrative of how things are actually going to play out, right? Especially pertaining to candle closes and how the market participants will react to what the market is currently doing. So you combine institutional order flow along with your support and resistance and your trend trading, right? You don't need to, but you combine all 3 of those concepts together, or just 2 of those concepts together, you suddenly go like, right? You're able to formulate the narrative as to what is going to happen, and you trade that along with your support and resistance and institutional order flow module. It's one of my favorite strategies, and I use it all the time. No, I did not, man. I did not. Speaking of Bitcoin, okay, but let's go take a look at it. You said 12-hour time frame. Are you talking about the 21 EMA or the dynamic? No, dynamic was a perfect test. Wait, you said yesterday though, so what? The Vine, yeah, I don't show the Vine on. Dude, the Vine is looking so good. Is Krisha here? I should have damn. So this morning I was looking at, okay, let me show you guys this. I've been slacking off because of the Mango dynamic. I've been slacking off myself. But this morning I did not. I was going through all of my indicators, and I was really interested in trading this right over here. This cross of this 21 EMA and 10 SMA. It's essentially us coming down to the first retest of the 21 EMA, lining up with the 10 SMA reclaiming the 21 EMA. Now you combine that with the 12-hour Vine, which is now looking so good, right? See the pine coming all the way down over here too. This is becoming, I feel like we're gonna bounce right here, guys. The Vine flipped green all the way here, guys. Like betting against the 12-hour Vine is worse than betting against the dynamic. Like, believe me, I know the pain of not following the Mango Vine. Yeah, this was perfect. This is the next buy. Like literally, right over here. Combined with the fact that the dynamic is essentially calling it too, this is a buy. Tempo has gone off too. Also, the monthly that I was talking to you guys about at the beginning of the stream lined up perfectly. That level that we were talking about in the monthly time frame, right? We're talking about how that monthly time frame around 59,800 level, where we saw all the bulls accumulate across all the low time frames, lined up perfectly with the dynamic, or rather, you can say that the dynamic calculated that for you guys perfectly. So take advantage of all of this. Like, we've been talking about the daily dynamic as a trade ever since we were down at 29,000, right? And for some reason, regardless, people got bearish over here calling 50k. And again, it could happen, right? It could happen, but you don't trade for the low probability trade, right? That's what people, I think that's what gets a lot of people in this market. They try to outsmart the rest of the market by going for the low probability plays, and then the few times that it does turn out right, they feel like geniuses, right? They're like, I told you so, look at that, screw you bulls. And they feel like they're on top of the world for like a few percent before Bitcoin goes another 200%, reverses and goes another 200%. I don't know when they're going to realize that Bitcoin is in a freaking structural bull trend, man. Like, it's on a secular bull trend. Like, look at this. It's just up. Like, yes, you're going to have down weeks, maybe in a down month, right? But and it's, by the way, I'm not saying shorting is bad, blah blah blah. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying being a perma bear and always looking to counter trade the bullish setups, in my opinion, is a losing strategy on an asset like Bitcoin. There are times where it's appropriate to get bearish as long as your strategy is telling you to do so. But when you're coming down on support like this after having such a huge uptrend, I just don't see it. Alvaro says, guys, I think by December I'll join the seed program. Hey, that's freaking awesome, man. It'll be so good to have you. It'll be so good to have you, bud. Says, but I don't think I'll be able to afford the Mango dashboard. Is it essential for the seed program? No, the dashboard's not. The dashboard and the dynamic are not essential for the seed program. Neither of them are. The C program is literally built for you. So the C program comes with the two indicators that you will need, right? There are two indicators included already, essentially the Mango risk management indicator and the Mango oscillator, which is your oscillator indicator. Those two indicators are included. So the C program on its own is built for you to for it to be enough for you to be a successful trader. You don't need the dynamic or the dashboard. They're good to have tools, but you don't need it. I purposefully ensure that the C program is cheaper than the dynamic because I want people to be able to educate themselves, and I want people to prioritize education versus going towards the easier way out, right? Which is essentially the dynamic and the Vine dashboard. Julian says, Revenger, it's seriously worth saving up for. Oh, Revenger says, guys, I want to buy the C program, but its price is too high for me. I don't like this candle though. Not a big fan of this candle. The 12 looks good though. Oscillators have crossed bullish. Cross strokes don't look too bad either. 1 hour's looking good. Philippe says coffee. Yeah, you do need coffee. How long has this stream been? An hour and a half. Stop spamming, Revenger. Ooh, let's yeah. Julian, good point. I do want to talk about the 4-day time frame. Let's get a fresh shot up here. So the 4-day time frame has essentially been using Bitcoin's all-time high as a resistance level. Right over here, if you put on a horizontal right up against the all-time high, you're going to see that even though Bitcoin, let's zoom in over here, guys, and do this right. Okay, yeah, you're going to see that Bitcoin has closed a daily candle above the all-time high, right? But that just ended up being more of a liquidity grab, or rather a profit-taking opportunity. I don't say liquidity grab, more of a profit-taking opportunity, because the 4-day did not close above, right? We have made a all-time high, but we've not made a new all-time high on a candle closing basis. So the way I'm looking at the current setup right now is that Bitcoin has essentially put in a pole with a potential bull flag right over here on the 4-day time frame. So we might be flagging on the 4-day time frame against this all-time high right over here, right? So if we start closing 4-day candles now above 62,500-ish, much like how Julian has said, that Bitcoin has been struggling against the 4-day resistance at 62,950-ish. Is that it? No, Julian, I'm looking at this as the level. This is the level, not the candle closes. I'm looking at the actual high. So 65,000. Once your 4-day candles close above there, that's when I'll be like, okay, cool. This is likely going to be making now its next leg all the way to, I believe this could go to 90,000. So we'll be looking for around 75,000 to begin with, right? But I think this could make a quick move to 90,000, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant on all coins as well. That being said, if Bitcoin actually breaks down from here, which is a good possibility, I mean, not good, it is a possibility, and we'll know that we're seeing weakness if we take out the previous week's low, right? If we take out the previous week's low, then there's a chance that we actually see a move down to around 52,000. I don't want to look for that just yet though, right? So if we start seeing this low getting taken out, especially if we see a weekly candle close underneath 58,000, at that point I'll be looking for a move down to 52,000. Honey Badger says, hi Mongolians, hey man, how's it going? Such a small but brilliantly vibrant community. I hope to join the seed program. Hey man, that's awesome. Message either me or Krisha. I'd love to have a chat with you. And then he goes on to say, and learn about the finer points of risk management. If you're looking to learn risk management, I'm pretty sure there's no better program than the seed program, because man, that's literally the entire program is designed around that. You should talk to the seedlings and get an idea of the course content. Ajay says, Sean, you're giving away free knowledge worth many thousands of dollars. Nice of you to say that. I hope I am. Hey Johnny, how's it going, buddy? Holy crap, we live. Yeah, we are, man. We are live right now. We are live, Johnny. How's the one trade going? You still in the one trade? Hey bro, when is one stopping? One ain't stopping, man. Let's go take a look at it. What's it doing? Why do you want it to stop, man? The measured move, it hit the measured move at around 38 cents. You're looking at the 4-hour time frame, right? Looking at the 4-hour time frame, looked a bit toppy, but I wasn't too convinced. We're about to close this 4-hour candle. So yeah, we may see some pullback over here, but I'm not sure. I want to see follow up, or rather follow through from the bears after this candle over here. So essentially, if we take out this low over here around 35 cents, then we could come in and put in, I don't know, man. This 4-hour candle, the prior 4-hour candle looked really good. My gut tells me that we just see continuation over here, and even if we do see a pullback, it's going to get picked up and we're going to see continuation. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning. Can brush your teeth while listening to me ramble about absolutely nothing. Oh, you're looking at the 4-day close from mid-April. Let's go take a look at what you're looking at. So I'm forgetting my months now. It goes January, February, March, April. Okay, March, April. You're looking at these candle closes here. You're looking at the previous all-time high candle closes. I see. That's fair. That's fair. So let's do that. Let's do that, Julian. Right? Let's do this. All right. Now we have a zone that we can use, because this is valid, right? And we talk about this in the support and resistance module too. Lines up with exactly that, right? Essentially, I was using the top of the zone, you're using the bottom of the zone. We can use both of them together as a order block. See that now? Let's hit 100 likes. Yes, Gangster Pete. Let's hit 100 likes. We have around 90 likes here and 100 people. So there's 7 of you watching that don't like the content. No, Mango View Revenger is down there, right at the left hand corner. So essentially this right here is the Mango View, available at app.mangoresearch.co. And essentially on the Mango View you get automatic support and resistance lines. We can go ahead and put it on for you quickly. You also get your swing highs and lows, which are actually very, very useful. I don't turn these on the stream, but very, very useful. We should actually use this more. Your 21 EMA, your 55 EMA, your 10 SMA. And the best part is you get your Ichimoku as well, your Tenkin and your Kijun. Oh, and by the way, VeChain is up against Kijun resistance. Interesting, really, really interesting. B30 Karthik Gowda says, why are you ignoring me? I'm not ignoring you. What are you talking about? What about Shiba Inu? I'm in Shiba Inu, man. We talked about Shiba Inu. We did an entire segment on Shiba Inu. You can go ahead and rewind the stream. I can't believe it. Tiago says, good morning, good morning, good morning. First time in months I see you in a live stream. How's it going, Tiago? Great to see you all in here. C program is a superstar. Awesome. How's it going, buddy? Is Wi-Fi a good example of being almost perfect range trading chart? Let's go take a look. I've don't think I've ever traded Wi-Fi. I mean, we watched it go all the way to 40,000 at one point. Well, it seems like it. I haven't charted this in forever, and it seems like it's following. Last time I charted this was all the way back in like last year, man. So what time frame are you charting this? You're trading this on, or charting this on? Are you trading this? It is actually. It's very. It seems like a support and resistance chart. Let me look at the monthly. Let's go. Where were those horizontals coming from? It's not here. This is I don't like this chart, man. It's literally going sideways on the monthly. It's just Ugh. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. So candle close about 4. Is that 43,000? Yeah. Is that 43,000? Am I reading that right? 43,000. Yeah, candle close about $43,000, and we are likely gonna make our way to $66,000. Oh wait, damn! You guys can't. I'm on the wrong view again. Why doesn't my computer recognize that I'm doing something else and automatically switch it for me? When will AI figure it out? Do you do derivatives? Of course, man. Like everything other than spot is a derivative. If you're trading options, if you're trading futures, they're all derivatives, man. It's not. People like to use that term like as though it's a fancy fancy term. It's not. It's not. Seems like Mango dashboard. Krisha says, don't remind him, please. His cursor will push an end to a party. Mock, help him. I think he's talking about the dashboard. Sean, can you tell us how to use the dashboard effectively the correct way? Krisha will be posting a tutorial on the dashboard, updated tutorial very soon. I'll be including my videos as well, tips and tricks. So it'll be like more for combined effort between me and Krisha. But Krisha will be leading the show on that, so stay tuned for updated videos. I know we've been saying that for a while, but we've been really busy. And hey, since the markets are now beginning to go into trend trading mode, there'll be less managing of especially on my end, less managing of my trades. This Bitcoin trade alone has me very relaxed now. I don't need to manage too many trades. I'm not going to get too greedy for my trades, right? I don't want to give back Bitcoin to the market unnecessarily. Just got to ride the rest of the market now, essentially. Wow, really? Yeah. So Johnny says, man, guys, yesterday on the Discord channel, I found out Iron Man is in the exact same trade as I am and the exact same birthday as me. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. Oh no, is Krisha headed over to get? Oh no, they're gone, man. They're gone. Krisha is so freaking bad that if she goes to get snacks for the two of us, by the time she gets back to the room, they're like half eaten. Dude, you guys know that freaking SPY made an all-time high and a candle close high, by the way. This is really good, man. I know a lot of people seem to be complaining about this. I don't know why they complain about this, but this is really good. I like this. Do you guys remember when SPY was sitting down over here and Bitcoin was already making its leading moves? I had a thesis that, hey, Bitcoin could be leading the market. At the very least, I want Bitcoin to lead the market because we want SPY to essentially also be bullish, so people feel bullish about the markets in general. At the time, SPY was sitting underneath 441 and we were looking for SPY to close above 441, and as soon as we saw that, we were looking for the bigger move towards the upside, perhaps all-time highs, and that's exactly what we are seeing. In fact, I want to go ahead and check out Tesla as well, because Tesla too, someone was asking about Tesla on the chat and I was like, damn, this looks really good. I believe Tesla has broken up as well. Tesla looked fantastic. If TradingView wants to freaking load. Holy, there we go. Jesus Christ, man. What is going on here? Oh, come on, TradingView. That is Yeah. It was a freaking ascending triangle that broke towards the upside, man. It was at the very least going to test the. That's what I had drawn this for, right? It essentially said at the very least it's going to test this all-time high over here, and it did that. It closed above it, and now we're seeing continuation. Tesla performing like a shitcoin. I love it. 12% daily candle, and this is freaking traditional markets. This is. Ajay says, from my experience, risk management is the building blocks of trading, where profit and loss is the walls and growth is the roof. Well said. Well said. Risk management is the foundation and the building blocks. That's what I tell people, right? That I am try to phrase this without sounding too pretentious, but I'm pretty certain that I can outtrade most traders in the market simply with my risk management trading system, right? Just with my trading strategy around risk management, nothing else. Okay, take away all my indicators, take everything else away, and just give me a coin for me to flip heads or tails, that makes me decide as to whether I get into a trade or not, right? Let's say I only have a coin and I'm allowed to use my risk management strategy. As long as I have that, I'm likely to outtrade most traders in the market. That's how important it is. Nothing can beat the biggest shitcoin right now, USD. Yeah. And Mark had a interesting question around that in the C chat. So Mark, you see now why your question was that much more important and also not as straightforward as you would think, right? Because having USD as your base is kind of, it's not as straightforward of an answer as it would have been maybe like 20 years ago. Oh, so Mark, do you want me to answer your question now from the C chat? Mark had an interesting question that I did want to address. So let's go ahead and pull it up. Oh, interesting. Zeb is in here too. He has another question in the C chat that I can go ahead and answer. Only if he is here though, on the live stream. Wow, these are some beautiful pictures, Zahir. Jesus Christ, man. Zahir says, wow, check the price after 3 days and FTM has made me rich. Good job, Zahir. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. He's enjoying a vacation now. He's literally trading the mango way. He's on vacation, making tons of money. Attaboy. Big shout out, man. He's figured it out. Finally. Alright, so scrolling up to Mark's question. He's like, okay, yeah. He's like, one more. Mark, are you okay if I answer this on stream? I don't think you'll care. Okay. Mark says, one more question. If USD is inflating and holders are losing purchasing power, and at the same time, the euro is going down against USD, does that mean that the euro is losing purchasing power even harder? Or is that valuation not necessarily coupled to purchasing power? So let's think about this step by step, or you could think about this derivatively, or you could think about this as a if this, then that, right? If the USD is considered the reserve currency of the world, okay, essentially because USD is used essentially as the de facto currency to be purchasing oil, right, which makes it the most powerful currency in the world, because you need USD to be able to purchase oil. And because of that, if you need USD, if USD is the reserve currency of the world and you need USD to purchase oil, right, if the USD is losing value, you are losing purchasing power, right? That's established. That's first order of thinking. That's very easy to come to that conclusion. So USD is the reserve currency of the world. You need USD to purchase oil. If USD is losing purchasing power, you are losing value. But if the euro is now losing purchasing power faster than the USD, what that essentially means, Mark, is that you can now buy less USD with your euros. So you are losing purchasing power of buying USD. If you're losing your ability to buy USD, it means you are losing your ability to buy oil at a faster rate, because USD is already losing its purchasing power against oil, and now the euro is losing its purchasing power against USD, which means it's losing its purchasing power against oil at that much of a faster pace. And oil can be essentially considered the de facto asset of the world, right? Because oil prices affect almost everything. Okay, USD is because of that USD is measured as the reserve currency of the world, even for real estate, right? You can measure houses across the world on their USD prices, right? If the euro is able to buy less USD, you are losing purchasing power at a faster pace. That much more, right? So to answer your question, yes, if the euro is losing purchasing power against USD, you are losing purchasing power even harder. So that valuation is coupled to purchasing power. Does Matic just break out, Alexander? Nice. It took out this high over here. That's pretty key. Yeah, tested it, rejected, broke, continuation. But yeah, I'd still like you guys to draw your attention towards the weekly time frame, guys. It's looking good though, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is testing 2.7.
Wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your dream just because somebody in your life won't chase it with you. You can't stop believing in yourself just because somebody in your life won't believe in you. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because when you do it, you're going to have to do it all by yourself.
Johnny says, I made my girlfriend get in Matic. It went down at first. Lol, I'm funny. That's awesome. He's like, close one. Attaboy. You gotta get her to pay for the next steak dinner, man. Speaking of steak dinner, Krisha, let's go out tonight. Yeah, let's go out tonight. Let's pretend it's a weekend. Sean, can you take a look at TLM USDT, TLM BTC charts? Sure, TLM. What is that? I've not heard of this one before. TLM. It's not on. Okay, there you go. Alien Worlds. What is this, a DeFi kind of thing, man? Krisha marinates steak really well, but I cook them well. I don't know about this one, man. My first glance on this one would have me not looking at it, but you clearly heard something about this. So resistance over here, support over here. Francisco Medina says, been waiting for you guys to go live. Well, we are live, man. Hit the like button while you're here. Hit the subscribe. Hit the notification button, because you missed 2 hours of the freaking stream, Francisco. I don't like the shot. I don't like the shot. Let's check out TLM BTC. Kisha's like, okay. Kisha and I still pretend like we are newly found couples. People outside, when they come across us, they literally think that we just started dating, because wow, this is like in a special downtrend, man. It's a really bad chart that could pump. Those are my thoughts on it. It's a really bad chart that could pump. It's a gaming coin. Interesting. Alien World. Hey Sean, says Murali, could you take a look at total crypto cap? What's the ticker? Let's type total crypto and then go to index. Total 2 or total 2? We'll take a look at total 2 after this. This looks good, man. Can't not be bullish on crypto over here.
And then she'd say, it's okay.
It's my song, guys.
On the way, but I'm a super girl. Super girls don't.
So it looks like the market wants to go to 3.5 trillion.
And she'd say,
Just saying. Okay, so if let's do the math, right? If the market goes to 3.5 trillion and the market's currently sitting at 2.3 trillion, what does that mean? 0.5? 2.3. So 1.5x from here. So let's say Bitcoin is going to hold 50% of that, so 0.75. Okay, so let's go. Bitcoin captures 75% of that move. Let's say out of that, Bitcoin captures 75% of the move. How much do you think Bitcoin's price would be? 0.75. So 1.14 trillion. So Bitcoin will essentially 2x, right? Because that's essentially Bitcoin's market cap at around 50,000-ish was 1 trillion. So currently, what's Bitcoin's market cap, guys? I'm guessing around 1.1 trillion ish, right? So yeah, Bitcoin could 2x if we hit that measured move. That would be around 2 trillion market cap, right? So Bitcoin takes 2 trillion out of this. That's if Bitcoin takes 2 trillion out of this, which I think it could if Bitcoin actually does what I think it could do. So Bitcoin around $120,000 before we see some resistance and then all coins run. That's plausible, right? You guys can see that on the charts too. You guys can see that on Bitcoin dominance playing out as well, because considering Bitcoin dominance does need some, again, though, it really depends, right? Do we actually see this actually bounce from over here, or does this come back down to the bottom of the range? If we start seeing Bitcoin dominance start picking up over here, while Bitcoin is breaking to that $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 region, then I'd be expecting Bitcoin to get to around $130,000 before altcoins see any relief. Alright boys, I'll be wrapping up the stream very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification icon, so you don't miss the next stream, because YouTube doesn't send out notifications. But if you guys do want a more guaranteed way to receive notifications of when we do these random live streams, make sure to join the Discord at themangoway.com/discord. It's that easy, themangoway.com/discord. So yeah, I do send out notifications over there. We are really sporadic and random as to when we do these live streams. So the best way is actually to join the conversation on Discord. Great people in there, great conversations, and lots of learning opportunity as well.
There was a time.
Yeah, let's take a peek at Iris before we head out. It's on Binance. It's alright. Again, I'm not liking the look of this one either, but if we clear out 15 cents, there's resistance over here, clear 15 cents, then we make our way to 26. But I'm sitting on support over here at around 10 cent support, right? We lose that, we're likely coming down further. We keep holding that, we're likely going to make our way to 16 cents, clear out 16, we're likely going to take head to 27. Alright, somebody asked for Axis. Let's check out Axis, AXS. Wish I was looking at this too this morning. TradingView, man. Stuck. There you go. Get some more sunlight in here. So yeah, Axis held support really well at around 112-ish, $112. I can't believe this is at $112. What the hell? It's a bull flagging here on the weekly time frame. If it clears this resistance level at around 136, likely gonna keep going up, man. I could see this freaking like $150, $200. This is looking really good. But yeah, resistance first though at 137. It clears 137. It's making its way to 150-ish. Clears 150. I'm seeing $200. Julian says trading view slow at his end too. Okay, good to know. It's not just me. Okay, so that's pretty much it, right? Any other requests? Alright, so with that, boys and girls, I'll see you in the next live stream. I'm exhausted today, can't stay here any longer. Axis looks like it's ready to pop for weekly. Yeah, it's looking good, it's looking good.
Sun never goes down and time has slowed down. Would it be too crazy if we decided to stay forever? Decided to stay forever.
Cheers, Gangsta Pete. Cheers, my man. Thank you for joining. We discussed one ABBA already. Just rewind the stream, or you can rewatch the entire stream if you're just joining. Hey man, we look at Sol tomorrow, bud. Until the next stream. Let me know in the chat below what coins you guys want to cover on the next stream, so that way we can start the next stream with those coins. You know, like the coins that get the most votes, essentially, that get the most responses, are the coins that I will go through the next stream, because it becomes infeasible to go through way too many coins. I get exhausted. Cheers, guys. Again, let me know in the comments down below what coins you guys want to cover in the next stream. Until the next stream, my name is Sean Dexter. Do the mango way, do the easy way, do it the stress-free way. Ciao.